Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Adventures in TERA. I'll be discussing and presenting key features of the game and level progression from 1 to 50. If you have any requests that the episodes don't answer, feel free to ask. As you can see, I'm just clicking through the races, and you choose your class after that. If you want any detailed videos on customization, there's a lot of pretty good ones on YouTube, but I'm not going to go over all of that. I'm in the process of making an elf priest now. The specs of this computer are an Intel 2 Quad Q6600 processor running at 3.4 GHz. My graphics card is a GTX 295 and I have 4 gigs of RAM. My FPS fluctuates between 40 and 60 frames per second, and it goes down to about 20 or 30 in major towns. Here you can choose from a variety of presets, or you can make your own with different facial structures, eyes, hair color. You can even put the stick thing in your hair. So let's take a look at the actual game. You start out the game with a couple basic skills. My priest has Punishment of Light on the left mouse button and Heals on C. Pressing N brings up a transparent map that's kind of reminiscent of Diablo 2, and if you press M you get the normal full map. You'll also have a navigator in your top right corner. Tapping Alt brings up your menus like bag, quests, all that sort of stuff, and tapping it again brings your site back onto the screen. You can press L to open your quest log, and the first tab is the main story arc, and the second tab is side quests. I'm not really sure what the third tab is. Looking around, even the beginner area is really impressive looking, and my settings aren't even on max. Every now and then this icon will appear next to your navigator. It allows you to watch a few brief tutorials that are pretty helpful with the game. Obviously you move with WASD, and you can also open your quest log and click on the color-coded words. These will make an objective show up on your map, on your navigator, and on your little transparent map. Here's our first battle. Mobs don't hit very hard, and you don't hit them very hard. It's a little bit tedious, but you get new skills really quickly. As I take the quest from this NPC, you can see the little red dot showing up on my navigator, which is me setting the point using the quest log. Taking down the moose isn't really much more exciting, but now that I leveled up, it's time to buy some skills. You can go to the skill NPC that's right in town, and any skill that you can get will be highlighted. After buying the skill, you can drag it down to your number bar, your function keys, or you can bind it onto C or your left mouse button. Here are my new skills. One of them is a 1v1 attack, while the other is a triangular shaped AoE. AoE is kind of a joke early on. As you can see, there's probably 5 things attacking me and I don't have to heal, but I'm sure it'll ramp up later on. Here's what the inside of your bag looks like. If you hover over a piece of equipment, it'll say whether or not you can equip it, and it will compare it to what you're already wearing. Here's another priest attack that I forgot to demonstrate. You can hit 3 times with it before the cooldown is activated, and each time you hit, it gets stronger. If you don't use the skill quickly enough, the cooldown will be activated anyways. It's about 6 seconds. If you notice any annoying flashing on the screen, it's because TERA doesn't seem to get along with SLI. After disabling it, it did run a lot smoother. I don't know if this is an issue specifically with the GeForce 295, but hopefully it is fixed in the North American release. This tree kind of looks different because it's the first elite that you get to fight in the game. I did just get a quest to kill it. He really isn't any different, doesn't hit too hard, just takes a little bit longer to kill. Gathering in this game works pretty much the same as every other MMO. You go up to a rock or a plant, press F, and you'll start to mine it. Every 2 levels you can buy new skills. Here's a cool new one that I just got. Casting it makes you attack once, do a little bit of damage to the mob, and then jump back to evade their attack. It also slows the target. I can see this being good for bosses or some sort of emergency situation for priests. You've probably noticed the heart on your screen. That's your stamina, and once it goes all the way to 0, you can't really do much of anything. It's pretty much TERA's answer to fatigue systems. So you can find a campfire in town, or you can make your own, which you can buy from an NPC. It'll slowly restore your stamina over time. A quest will eventually take you to the top of this hill, where you get to fight an elite again. I'm about level 7, it took maybe an hour to get there. Nothing too horrible. Mobs are starting to do a little bit of damage now, as you can see. I actually did have to heal during the elite fight, so it will actually be a challenge. Next episode, I'm going to go to the first dungeon and report back on that. So thank you for watching.